Hey, so guys, Babylotusturtle, aka D-Dang. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately. It's been roughly 2 months since my last video update. However, the reason why for that is because during the course of these 2 months, my coach gave me a new diet plan, and we want to see the changes it would have in my body, as well as a new workout plan. And so within this course of this 2 month, which I'll be clubbing up together, I gained roughly 5 pounds from my last video update. So I actually went from 126 to 131. I'm actually 4 pounds away from being overweight, right? So which is kind of funny to see and experience. My neck girth went down 1/4 inch. It went from 14.5 inches to 14.3 inches. My shoulder girth is at 46 inches. My chest girth went up roughly 1/4 inch, 36.8 to 37 inches. My abdomen went up 1.5 inches. It went from 30 to 31.5 inches. My hips girth went up, 1/4 inch. It went from 34.5 to 35 inches, which is nice because I always want a bigger butt. My bicep girth, you guys make whatever jokes you guys want to make. It stayed the same, but my left arm is at 13.5 and my right arm is at 14 inches. So we're going to work within our training to get those two balanced out. My forearm girth, they balanced out and they caught up. It went from 10.25 to 10.5 inches on both arms. So they went up roughly 1/4 inch, which is nice. My thigh girth went up 1/4 inch, 20 to 20.25 inches. My calf girth, both of them went up and they're balanced now. It went from 12.5 inches to 13 inches, so it went up 1/2 inch, which I'm really happy for. Another thing too is my body fat composition. It went up from 12.3% to 13.5%. Now, I'll talk to my coach about that as far as our measurements go. When we do a body fat percentage measurement, we do a 7-site skin fold, right? That is, we measure different parts of my body as far as the fat deposits, and put it through a computer and it calculates that. However, I guess every individual, we store fat differently, right? And we have soft fat and hard fat. And apparently I store hard fat around my lower abdomen as well as my kidney area, and that may affect the results. But nonetheless, you know, as long as my body fat percentage is roughly leveled, that's the most important thing right now. And also to gain weight, right? To gain more muscle mass as opposed to fat. So that way when a day comes for me to cut weight, it won't be so difficult for me to cut the fat. Another thing too is the measurements. I give you an example. Let's say my chest, okay? When we do measurements around my body, we use points of relativity. So when we do a chest measurement, we measure the mid-chest, right? But it doesn't necessarily measure the top chest. So let's say if I gain a lot of size in my top chest, it won't necessarily be recorded within the computer. But once again, when we look at the results, the main thing me and my coach are concerned as of right now is how much weight am I gaining. So one thing I want to talk about, some confessions and mistakes that I made, okay, within the course of these 2 months. Within the course of 2 months, I went through a lot of stress, probably one of the most stressful moments in my life in quite some time. And it was probably due to the fact that I had some new responsibilities with my little brother, and also my new school schedule, and as well as my workout schedule. They start to cave in a little bit more as I wasn't used to these new changes, right? As a result, I became really stressed, and also I went through like little ruts of depression. And what happened was I came up to my coach, you know, and I talked to my friends about some things I went through too, and thank you for your support. I was talking to my coach about how, you know, like I wasn't really looking forward to the gym anymore. I hated going to the gym. And top on that, you know, I was worried about my competition, you know, like if I can't even make it. And I was talking to my coach, like, you know, should I even be doing this? Should I even be, you know, working out anymore? This and that. And I really started to doubt myself. I think I hit like rock bottom at that point, like mentally. And my coach, you know, he kind of sat down with me, talking on a very compassionate level. You know, he talking about how, first off, you know, going to a gym and working out has many benefits, and that when I first chose to do this transformation, it was my own choice. It was a hobby. And when he said that, it really affected me because I turned something enjoyable, a hobby, into a job because of, you know, worrying about this competition, you know. So he told me, he said, look, man, at the core of it, you know, like, I did this as a hobby. I wanted to do this, you know. And when he said to me, it really touched me because as opposed to just thinking about what's going to happen in 6 months, you know, and stress about in the competition, etc., I decided to look into myself and go, you know what, I should be concentrating on what's going to happen in the next 6 reps, you know. So as far as my competition, depending on where that goes, you know, like, my coach will know when I'm ready, you know. But in the meantime, I'm just going to concentrate the point and goal at hand, which is my workout, my diet, right? You know, day by day, and to live in the present moment with this, because it's supposed to be fun. And when you're talking to me about these things, you know, about, you know, doubting myself, you know, because I really doubted myself at that point. He told me how, you know, look at how far I've come as far as, you know, fighting and beating anorexia to reaching my ultimate weight, the best shape I've ever been, to now being the heaviest I've ever been, you know. And I mean, when he said that, I went home, I looked at the pictures, you know, of how far I've come. And I mean, had you told me that I was going to gain 15 pounds 10 months ago, I would have thought you were joking, right? Because I tried doing that on my own, it was impossible. But then I actually gained 20 plus pounds. I exceeded my expectations, you know. And you know, when I look at all these results, I realized, you know, I shouldn't let these small little bumps on the road complete tarnish, you know, what I'm trying to achieve. And with the whole competition thing, you know, yes, it's something I want to do. It's a bucket list of mine. However, at the main core, you know, the main goal with this whole entire journey is to push myself, transform myself mentally, physically, in ways I never thought was possible. You know, I mean, like, some things, you know, I've noticed too was you know, like my shirts, you know, feeling more tighter on me, my jeans, especially my butt area, feeling tighter. You know, like I feel bigger, I feel more full. Even my parents complimented me on my face, how I'm filling out more, I look more healthy. You know, and these things, you know, are positive things that I should really think about. You know, I shouldn't just concentrate on negative things. And none of this stuff would have been as fun or possible while, you know, my coach, my friends, my family, etc. So thank you so much. And some mistakes that I made too was when I'm stressed out, I don't eat, and as a result, my stomach shrank a lot. And so when my coach gave me my new diet plan, I thought I could just eat whatever was on the list, but I couldn't because my stomach shrank a lot. In fact, we are now hovering between 3,500 to 4,000 calories, which is a lot for me. And it actually took me 3 days to fully accommodate my body to these new dietary changes. Furthermore, I was drinking caffeine. I decided to take out caffeine for a couple of months, actually, you know, because caffeine suppresses my appetite as I'm hypersensitive to it. So as I was drinking caffeine, you know, to get through my daily schedule, it furthermore it was counterintuitive with my goals as far as gaining weight, because now I wasn't hungry anymore and I was burning more calories. I was losing muscle mass, etc. So those are two mistakes I made as far as, you know, not eating enough and also drinking caffeine on top of that. So those are two things that I really want to work out in the next couple of months, you know, or throughout my whole entire life. And, you know, with that said, guys, I'm going to show you guys a picture of me at 131. And I'll show you guys a picture of me from being in danger of anorexia to me at my optimum weight to me being in danger of being overweight in comparison. Now, it's kind of crazy, you know, to see that I went through all these changes within a year, because, you know, like say, he had told me I was going to be this heavy, this big, you know, like 10 months ago, you know, I thought you guys were insane. But, you know, from here on out, you know, we're going to go further from it. And, you know, I just want to say thank you so much for all you guys who have seen me grow physically as well as mentally and spiritually. Right? Thank you so much, guys. And with that said, much love and take care.